Okay. Alright, so you can see the screen, right? Are you colorblind?
No.
Okay. Alright. Sorry. Okay.
It's all good. Okay, so for some reason I had Leona mid and Vi support this game.
Leona mid.
Yeah, Vi support.
Was it a failed swap?
I have no clue.
Okay.
It was just a normal game.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay.
So yeah, Evelyn just like went in their jungle, and I'm like, why not? Because Lucian's good early.
Well, right, but that shouldn't be the initial thought process. Just because, if an idiot jumps off a bridge, you're gonna follow him. Basically, that's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys don't. I mean, you do have potency. I'm sorry. You do have potency for invade, but you guys don't have initiative with it. Like, you guys were all displaced and whatever. Hold on 1 second. Okay. You don't have, yeah, it was all displaced. And then right here, you just wait for someone to tank it. Okay.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have tanked it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have tanked it. And then you used heal as well. Now, also, okay, so now what do you get? You get a Doran's? Oh
I got Dorans in a pot.
Brutal, fuck. I would also just wait for the second potion.
Yeah,
okay.
I was actually thinking about that after I watched it.
Yeah. The second potion basically ends the lane.
Yeah.
So, it's okay. In this instance, though, you don't have to leash for Evelyn. Like, she can clear it. Like, with Smite, it's going to be a minor disadvantage, but the advantage that you gain in bot lane from not leashing for her is greater.
Okay.
So, what the hell is Vi doing? Okay.
Not sure.
Push the lane as fast as you can to get level 2.
Okay.
Oh, you walked into that. That's okay. Jeez. Okay.
So my mentality here is basically like, I'm Lucian and I got an early Doran's Blade, so I just want to fight a lot. Is that like the wrong mentality to have? Or?
Yeah. Okay, so you want to understand the dynamics of your 2v2, whatever it is, and then also you want to understand the dynamics of your color, okay? So purple side is a side that's innately more safe than blue side bot lane. And that's... I guess you have the colors switched, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you benefit more... Now, when you get a big lead or something, right? You benefit from having the lane frozen right around where it is, okay? But then in some dynamics, like against Vayne, Nami, or whatever, as Vi... Well, Vi's obviously an awkward dynamic. I obviously don't know too much about it. But when you arrived to the lane, when you arrive at the lane, you should instantly shove it, get level 2, okay? And then you shove her out. You Q her, auto, E, auto, and then you back up, and you break the minion aggro whatever way you can, okay? And then with that, you initiate a freeze with your advantage, okay? And it's like cutting off supplies. So if you're like a navy ship or something in the middle of the ocean between two islands, one island's the enemy, one island's like yours, okay? You just want to plant your ship in between and cut off any, supplies going to their island. Alright? So that's basically just how you have to view the freeze. And you want to freeze the lane right around where it is right now, okay? So right here, you're getting E, okay? And one of the things that you don't have going for you is, let me close that really quick. Okay. What in the fuck? Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay. So, one of the things that you don't have going for you is that, you weren't standing, like, in this radius, like, as you got level 2. And if you are standing within this, like, circle, okay? And more so, like, on this side. So, like, cancel that out. Cancel out the yellow, okay? And you ping level 2, you can instantly just go into her with E, auto, So like you can E like right here or something, auto, Q auto. And then these 3 minions are aggroing you, and you just walk up to like here, and then you break. And then you go back around again, and you initiate freeze, okay? And if you do that, Vayne's gonna drop. And then another thing that you're not doing is you don't always have the avatar selected of the enemy at all times, so that you can see their mana and their HP.
Alright.
Okay? The other thing that's important to know is lethal bars. And when you get a really big lead, you always want to be aware of the opponent's lethal bar. Right now, okay, you're full-on Lucian combo with Q and E and whatever, depending on your runes and also the Doran's Blade. It probably chunks her to, like, this.
Yeah.
Right? So your goal is to get her to, like, here, and then make her feel comfortable. Okay? Like
well,
comfort
that's
measures.
actually what I was... By standing here, I didn't want to just walk right up in her face, because I felt like Vayne was just going to sit back at tower, and I wouldn't have kill potential. I understand that's probably, like, the wrong way to think, but...
Right, yeah. No, that is wrong. Don't think like that. Don't give her minor advantages, preying on hoping that she'll make mistakes later.
Okay.
Capitalize on what is currently presented to you. Like, you can deny her out of, like, if you do that chunk against her, right, maybe she loses this minion, and maybe she loses this minion or something. Obviously, this is just examples, okay? So that attacks, like, shortly, a little bit above 30 gold. It takes away from her, and then it also takes away experience, thus guaranteeing you also the jump to level 3 above, before her. Okay? And when you get the level up, you don't just get a level up, you get a point into a skill, which equals more damage, and then on top of that, you get the base stats. So you get the HP scaling, you get the AD scaling, you get the armor scaling, depending on your champion, you get the MR scaling, depending on your champion, etc., etc., etc. If you have scaling runes, there's even more emphasis. Obviously, you're not running scaling right now, but you are running a Triforce AD carry. Well, he doesn't really Triforce as much anymore, but he's still labeled as a Triforce AD carry. So, yeah. Okay?
Alright.
Go.
So am I wrong for going on Nami right there? Because I just kind of figured she's squishier, she doesn't have any escape or anything like that.
It's not wrong. In the instance that you have such an advantage or whatever, whatever way you can capitalize on something, just do it. Oh, God! Okay, that was wrong.
Okay. I felt like I should have... The, double shot should have hit Nami, but I guess I was out of range.
How much gold?
Or hit...
Oh, hold on. Oh, no, wait. I didn't do it right. Hold on. I think it's alt, right? There we go. Yes, okay, I did it. Okay. How much gold is right here?
Oh, a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold, right?
250-ish, I'd say. Okay.
Well, you can factor in these 3 times... Oh, is that a spellcaster? Okay, so there's 4 spellcaster, right? And then there's, what, there's 3 warrior. Okay, so 3, and then there's 1 siege. Okay, and then you get X, alright? Factor in what the gold is, okay? What it is right now is irrelevant, but, like, the principle is what matters, okay?
Okay.
That gold is relatively close to a kill. Almost, right? Like, almost. And it's also an important way because it gives you level 3.
I could have got a lot of HP back by just farming, too.
Right, you could have just farmed and you can zone her. And if you zone her, right, like, say you stand over here, like, within this area, okay, and you don't attack her, then you're not going to draw minion aggro or anything, okay? You zone her out of this, you zone her out of this, you zone her out of this, you probably zone her out of that. You take away 4 CS from her that she can permanently never get back. Okay? And you're stunting her growth. What is 80? You know what I mean? Like, that's basically 80 to 100 gold, okay? What's 100 gold? Like, that's gigantic. Like, you just took away 4 potions from her, or 3 potions, sorry. Roughly. So, like, you have to view it in a more mathematical sense. Now, when you do this thing, okay, now there's 2 ways, like, obviously you're going to EQ into her, okay? And the way that you go about EQing into her, okay, is you just go out forward.
Yeah.
Right? Like, which doesn't really make... It's not the it doesn't make the most sense. Now, when you E and you auto, okay, she's going to end up continuing to walk forward, and then Vayne tumbles. The instant Vayne tumbles, if you're DIing appropriately, which you're not doing here, and if you don't know what DI is, then just watch my past videos. The Yasuo video, the very first Yasuo video at 39 minutes and 30 seconds has the definition of DIing. So anyways, I'll type that in Skype after too. When you DI here, you're not even doing it. Like, you click her, and then you're just keeping your cursor over her. There's no DIing being done. Okay? And DI...
like attack moving or orb blocking, they call it, or...
No, it's different from orb blocking, it's different from attack move. Okay, so here, I'll just give you layman's terms, okay? Riot has a set code inside of League of Legends for every champion's click and movement on Summoner's Rift against every other champion's movement, etc. This is why bugs exist, right? Is because something goes against that set algorithm that they have, okay? When you initiate this click, Riot has a set coding for it that will execute and it will continue through without your influence, okay? To not allow Riot to have any play, you will DI by rapidly initiating clicks and commands in a very quick order to not allow their set code to have any play, because you want everything to be under your control and not a fucking robot's. Okay? Because 1 centimeter, it does make or break the difference sometimes within trades or dodging a skill shot or something like that. If you've ever played against an Italy, you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever played against a Morgana, it doesn't matter what you do, the fucking thing's the size of a truck, so, like, you can't dodge it. But, in this instance, if you're DIing appropriately, okay, you're not going to walk into tower. But instead, you just leave the cursor on her, and then Lucian steps forward. But he wouldn't necessarily step forward if you DI'd and initiated other commands. You made him walk up or made him walk down. And if that happens, Vayne will probably tumble no matter what, because she's playing in ping, and this is actually pathetic that I'm actually saying this. She's playing in ping, so you're attacking her ping. This command that she just made, okay, it happened before you actually moved forward. As pathetic as that sounds, in normal circumstances, unless she's living with, like, no ping or something. So she's gonna tumble forward, and if you don't move forward, you can still Q auto her. Does that make sense?
Well, sorry, say that again. If she's
gonna tumble.
Okay.
And if you're not moving forward, okay, into tower range, you can still Q and auto her from the range that you're at.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, go. Go.
I probably should have keyed ban there, right?
Yeah.
I'm just telling Vi not to push, but I think it's gonna push anyways.
No, she should push.
Oh, okay.
The reason that you would push there is to deny Vayne the ability to get back to the lane and have the lane in her favor. You have to shove it into the tower so that the tower eats all the minions as fast as possible. And then you go back to lane with a longsword, but it doesn't make any sense. You should just go back.
Yeah, I don't know why I got a longsword, actually.
It's okay. I mean, if you're gonna go into brutalizer, that's okay, but
I think I was thinking maybe that, but I ended up going IE.
IE is okay.
Okay.
But if you're gonna go IE, don't get a longsword. You slow down your build.
Yeah.
And then you factor in your GPM or something. Well, no, you don't have to worry about that, but that would be like the really nitty-gritty way to think about it. So again, right here, you want to freeze the lane, okay? CS is queen, okay? Objective's king, CS is queen, kill is rook. Alright?
Okay.
And already throughout the duration of this game, I've already realized that you prioritize kills over CS, and that's a huge fucking flaw.
Well, I normally don't. I just felt like I was ahead enough to.
You're up.
I feel like
No, I know, but
I guess I just felt like I was ahead enough, and I'm Lucian, so.
But Lucian's not as much of a powerhouse as he used to be. It's like the statement "I'm Lucian" doesn't. It's not like it was, 4 or 5 months ago when he was, more broken than. Well, he's still pretty good, but he's not like he was. The other thing about that is, yes, you are Lucian, but that doesn't mean anything. You're up a Doran's Blade. Yes, that is gigantic through extended lane phase, not throughout, throughout a fight. All that it really is at this point in the game is essentially an auto attack. That's the only advantage that it gives you. Now the sustain and stuff, and like the periodic damage that it gives you, yes, it's big, but you're not at like this insurmountable advantage. If I put I don't know if you're familiar with Crane Pro names, so I'll use NA. If I put Wild Turtle on Vayne, okay, and he came to lane with 1 Doran's Blade and a red potion, and you came to lane with even 3 Doran's Blade, I would still put $100 on him. You know, I would put any amount of money on him to outplay you and shove you into lane. I completely am like, sold on that. Like, he would still beat you 1 Doran's Blade to 3. And it doesn't have anything to do with the items. It just has to do with how you manipulate them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So if you know that that exists and you just say that you agree, then you should be looking for why could that happen and how would he do it? And then how can I do it to other people? Okay? Is that?
Okay.
Alright, go. Someone in chat just said something that's actually really smart. I don't know if you have the chat open, but I would advise it in case anyone asks a question that maybe you weren't thinking of and you feel like is necessary. But Lost Connection says, I won't read the whole thing, but the people that they would rather go 5-0-0 with 30 CS at 20 minutes instead of 0-0-0 with 200 CS at 20 minutes. The 200 CS at 20 minutes is far superior because it says that you are a mechanically and emotionally more sound player than the person that is reliant and needs those kills to get ahead. And if you go and watch other videos or something, something that I talk about gold, silver, platinum players, okay, is why do they typically win games? It's typically because, like what just happened in the beginning of your game, okay, they get an early lead. Whether it's in lane, they get first blood, they come to lane, and then also with this elo, people are not that good at farming, and they're not that good at dealing with being behind. They rage, they blame their junglers, they blame everything except themselves, okay? And what ends up happening is, like we've already seen, Vayne is down, she's down like 12 CS or something, right? And in the lane phase just began, okay? Yeah. If this keeps going on, okay, at one point you're going to be up 40 CS and you're going to be up like, you already have 2 kills and you have 2 assists? Yeah. You have 2 kills and you have 2 assists, and one of your deaths is to Nami and, whatever. At one point you're probably going to be up like 2k gold or something ridiculous, okay? And when you finally come to lane with an Infinity Edge, it is of no representation of the choices that you made, but rather the inability of Vayne to not allow it to occur, and also the inability to react to it. So what ends up happening is Vayne blames Nami, Vayne blames Evelyn, or not Evelyn, Vayne blames her jungler, etc., etc., and truthfully, your 2k gold spoke for itself. It's like in fucking animes or something, or like old animes that aren't like superpowers or supervillains. Like, you have that one asshole that has like a really big sword or like a really big gun, and he feels like he's on top of the fucking world because the gun speaks for itself or the sword does everything. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with him. Yeah. But he's just this really rich bastard that like has this item, and it makes it really difficult for the protagonist to defeat the antagonist. But it has nothing to do with the antagonist actually being smart or witty or good. It's just that the antagonist has like a lot of money, and the item speaks for itself. So in that sense, okay, most silver, gold, and platinum players, they are around a 50% win rate. Because when they win games, it's because they get a snowball, or they get carried, okay, through their ally snowballing or something. They get a snowball, and the enemy doesn't know how to respond to a snowball. But when they lose, okay, they end up going 0-2, fall down 40 in CS, and they don't know how to recover, and they think it's everyone else's fault but their own. Okay? Does that make sense? So basically, even though the game has only begun, alright, we're already seeing things about like that antagonist nature. Where you already said to me, I had such a big lead, so I just wanted to fight. That's not...
Well, I also felt like they just sucked really bad, so I could just keep killing them.
But you can't think like that. If they suck, right? If they suck so bad, then why don't you just want to play a methodical? You know what I mean? Now, if you're on,
I guess it's just for the sake of like ending the game fast.
But why? That's low EQ. You're not playing against bronzes. You're playing against people that are in the same exact elo as you. Okay? They could just be having a bad game the same way you can have a bad game. If you're in Vayne's position, how are you feeling emotionally? You're like, oh man, fuck, it really sucks that Lucian got 2 kills early on, and I'm behind, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? That's what's going through Vayne's mind. That's the same exact thing that would go through your mind, probably, in a similar situation. Okay? has nothing to do with ending the game fast, and you just want to end it fast, and you just want to get these big items, and you want to let the items speak for themselves. That's really low EQ, and you're not going to climb like that. You have to. There's like a quote when I was like coaching SHC or something that was in like the EU LCS where like I told them to be like dragons, not tigers, and that's like a philosophical quote about how tigers they tunnel vision on their prey and they just keep rushing recklessly at it, you know, like really fucking ferocious and like lots of power and like whatever. Dragons they keep flying around and they like watch their prey and they like. The prey like will try to fight back at them, and the dragon will just dodge it, and it'll keep fucking just waiting. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that the dragon's not powerful. It doesn't mean anything about that. But it's a very slow, methodical nature in killing the opponent, whereas a tiger's just reckless. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so don't be as reckless as you're being, because even though this is only like the one game, stuff that you've already said, but also how you're playing it, leads me to believe that you're like this in other games. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'd say most of the time I'd try and play like a little safer and like farm more, but
okay. Also, I apologize. I'm starting to lose my voice.
So.
Now you can ward Tri-Brush. But you don't ward Tri-Brush, you're just angling yourself. And then also, you could have just Q'd her. So like these are really small advantages, you know what I mean? But like if you're gonna try to rush and bulldoze down a lane, then you should be taking advantage of them. But you don't have a ward on Tri-Brush, and you just had opportunity for about 20 seconds to do it, and you didn't. But now you don't have opportunity to ward it without taking a disadvantage.
Okay.
Ow.
So just look for more opportunities to ward.
Yeah. But don't just look for more opportunities. Think rationally about why it's a good time to ward.
Okay.
You're neglecting CS again. And now you're gonna get ganked. Yeah, there's Lucian. No, it's so easy to see. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never obviously seen the VOD before. But I can tell you that it's happening before he's on the screen. Without a ward. And it's because there's... You get a triple kill. But, like, if you play that scenario... So this, again, goes back to what I was saying. If you play this scenario 10 times over, that doesn't happen. Like, you lived with, like, one auto attack, right?
Yeah.
So it's like... You shouldn't, I mean, obviously it's game over at this point. Nice, you calling, that's correct. And you recall, you don't have to do a ward. But, like, you did get trapped into the gank, and you should ask yourself, like, why can I see... Jesus.
Yeah,
okay.
that sucks.
That sucks. That's okay. When you're calling the wave, there's no reason to be attacking the tower anymore, because you have to think about their death timers in relation to their movement speed, and then just wonder where they are on the minimap. Yeah, so... Okay. Oh.
So I think what happens next is we win a 2v2. I think we basically kill them both for free, basically.
Okay.
And then we're like pushed up, we take the tower. And then I just start to go mid. Is that like the wrong thing to do?
If you get the tower, you should instantly go mid, and this is something that has to do with chess, where if the enemy bot lane elects to continue pushing to try to get your tower, you get mid tower, and they're always playing catch up.
Okay.
You should tell Evelyn to come gank bottom. Even if she fails, you guys get Drake. And right now, like, your CSing is inadequate in terms of like how fast you're trying to shove. Like, Akali just got to kill at top, but the kill at top also probably Oh, okay. Okay, Vi should. Jesus, did she flash for that?
Yeah.
Okay, shouldn't have to flash for that. You could have finished her off with a proper Q. Or you could have just let the minions eventually take aggro and go in and auto her. And it would have been fine. At this point, yeah, just get the tower. This is poor on Evelyn's part. Evelyn should be bottom to get Drake. So this is just poor rotational play, but it's whatever. No, just recall. Oh god. Like, it's too greedy.
Oh, it happened. Yeah, I think that I was going mid and.
Yeah, but you shouldn't go mid instantaneously. Like, what is your gold right now? Yeah, you're at 1,400 gold. Like, just go back, and get your tier 2 boots, sell the potions, and get a pickaxe. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess you couldn't get the
I
tier
wasn't
2, but
expecting Lucian to get there.
you could get a vamp scepter, I guess. So you had added lifesteal, but now you're going back bottom, and it doesn't make any sense. You should just go mid. You push Ari into tower. You rotate behind the enemy red, get a ward there, take Drake. These are all just chess plays. And also, Vi should no longer be with you. If you are going to go solo split push bottom right now, okay, when the lane phase is over, you need to do it by yourself so that Vi can assist other lanes. And Vi becomes the temporary support of Gnar, or she becomes the temporary support of Leona. God knows why there's a fucking mid Leona, but... Jesus.
Oh, well, when I said just follow me, Vi, I was just saying, like, in general. I wasn't necessarily saying, like, follow me, bot.
Oh. You started a game with double kill, right? Yeah, no, kill and assist.
Kill and assist, yeah.
Alright, okay. But the assist was only you. It was only you on the assist.
I think so. That was terrible.
Heal. What? You didn't heal her!
Yeah, I fucked up.
Fuck, man. Oh my god. You would never be like one of those fucking pastors that steals money claiming that he has the healing powers of God, like... Okay.
I'm terrible with my heal. I've healed so many people, like, after they're already dead.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But...
This is every priest. No,
I don't know. I don't like to blame ping, but I have, like, 100 ping.
No, you can... Some champions aren't playable in certain ping. Just get the tower. WG... No! If you... I need an oncologist. No, like... Okay.
Yeah, that was bad.
Alright.
I think if I didn't E, I would have lived, actually, maybe.
You can go into Brutalizer here. That's fine.
I got Vamp Scepter instead. Or no. Okay.
Also, you need to swap out your trinket at this point.
Red. Red trinket?
Yep.
Okay. So
red
when,
or blue?
When do you... Alright. So when would you generally do that? Is that like if you're ahead or...
Well, whenever vision contestability becomes a key focal point, or key focus point in capturing objectives.
Okay.
Oh my god, you have to control your calling better. Okay, killed it. Alright, good. Now just, yeah, push this wave. Don't be afraid to spam your E. Don't max E second unless you have CDR runes and you're also going, like, Brutalizer first and Dionian boots, etc.
Okay.
Or if you're mid lane, you can max it second because you'll get blue buff and you can also get blue elixirs periodically. Stop! See, you keep trying to go for kills, and, like, there's CS, there's a tower, and, like, has nothing to do with zoning at that point, because she's already zoned out. Okay.
Here I'm just kind of backing off, because I don't know where anyone is.
Oh, why am I in so much pain right now? Oh, my stomach. Okay. You can keep shoving. I mean, it's a little weird because there's yeah, okay. Ami's here.
Pretty sure I get raped right here.
Yeah, I would never chase her through here. Yeah, doesn't make you can't chase into the darkness. Ugh. I guess that's okay by Vi. I mean, she's gonna die for it, but wait, why did you
So
just use Zeal?
is Zeal the right pickup here? No?
No, I would go into Bork.
Bork? Okay. Well, I got that. I ended up going PD and then Bork.
You don't need the PD yet. Bork provides Lucian with the attack speed. It also provides him with sick utility, and then he has double sustainability through his E plus Bork's active.
Okay.
That was good. Now just shove this lane. Why is Drake not dead? Ugh, God. Ugh. If this was a storyline, it would be something M. Night Shyamalan fucking wrote, I swear to God. Like, why is he still alive?
I don't know. And for some reason, like, Evelyn just didn't want to push the whole game.
Yeah, Evelyn's playing really bad, but still. I mean, at this point, you and Vi could do it. You could do it.
Yeah. I just backed off. I wanted to get red because I was afraid like everybody was gonna come.
Mm. Nice. When you kill Nami, just go mid. No rotations. God damn it! Stop fighting. Fuck. Rotations win games, not kills. There's actually a few games recently in OGN. I don't know if you watch it, where actually a team won behind on kills and behind on total gold because objectives win games. Good. Go salute.
I think I checked their red. And I want to do this and just back, but I think I ended up going bot.
You could go bot because you're E's free mana, and by the time someone would show up to contest you, I think you just walk by a pink ward.
Oh, did I?
I think so. By the time someone would show up to contest you, you'd have enough mana for a W plus a Q, so you're okay for a straight up duel. Because Q plus W E E, like, well, E W Q E would be your. Okay, and then you're just calling it. I guess you recall over this. Okay.
I think I get PD and CDR boots or something. No, I can't afford that. Maybe PD and Vamp.
PD Vamp Scepter. Okay. Don't get tier 2 boots at this point though.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I got them the entire game.
Okay. You would hold on to it until like you just hold on to tier 1, and if you can completely negate having to get it, you can just wait and get Zephyr.
Okay. Zephyr?
Yeah.
So when do you get Zephyr?
Like your 6th item.
Okay.
You'd sell.
Oh, okay. Boots. Sell your boots. Okay, sorry.
Right. And then you technically save money because you never had to upgrade into tier 2.
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you think PD is bad? Like IE PD
Yeah.
on Lucian?
Yes. Just go IE, play to the Ruin King. It depends also on what type of Lucian you're going to be playing. But
The reason I get it is just because I like the passive. I like being able to move through stuff, and it's like theoretically 110% crit chance when you like use an ability.
oh.
I
Oh my
don't
god,
know.
did you just flash for...
Yeah.
No, like, they could have killed her without you. I mean, okay, maybe not, but... I mean, your calling is what got the kill, but you didn't need to kill her. Like, the objective would have got... What is Akali doing? Oh my god. Someone needs to, like, write the fucking suicide prevention hotline because she's in need of it. Like... Okay, now get the tower, yeah. Now you need to build defensively.
So, like,
The majority
what
of
do you
their team is
consider a
AP.
defensive item?
Well, at this point,
Or
you
a
have to
good
factor
defensive
in. You have to factor in that the majority of their team is AP, right? Like damage. I mean, they have Vayne and Lee Sin for AD, but like they're completely gimped. So they have Nami, they have Ahri, and they have Akali. Okay, so you'll just get something to negate. Like, okay, so they have slows, they have snares, they have well, not snares, they have slows, taunts. You know, they have stuns technically. You could just go into Mercurial. I don't know its name in English.
Scimitar?
Yeah,
The
just
QSS
get
item?
right. Just get QSS, or you could straight up just go Guardian Angel, like whichever one works at this point. You could also get Merc
So,
Treads.
is that just because I'm super ahead?
Yes,
Okay.
I mean you would probably get that item. It just wouldn't be as soon. But because you are so far ahead, you do get it sooner. And no, instead you go Bork. No. Okay. Push, 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 push. Oh my god. Okay. Push, get this tower. Okay, good. Oh my god.
What happens right here sucks really bad.
This is... Vi, tank it, please. Vi! No, kill the tower! Kill the tower! Oh my god, Vi! Okay, well, she got it. Alright. Wait, did you just say end? You can't end? Oh my god, they surrendered? I mean, you could not have ended. You could have gotten mid-tower, backed off through their blue side jungle, got wards up, recalled. That way they can't just go to Baron and sneak it or anything. And then with off your recall, you can go to Baron. Okay? But,
Okay.
anyways, there's like a lot of key points. Alternatively, watch a lot of the videos on my YouTube channel. There's like a ton. There's a few also that are in gold and silver, whatever. Not too many, most of them are platinum and up, but there's some there, and yeah. Alright, do you have any other questions?
Let me think. Is it always okay to go IE on Lucian
Yes.
first?
Yes. It's always okay, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be right, or however you want to play it, etc.
Okay. Let me think. I guess I meant to ask like if we could like go back a little bit to like the early laning phase, when are good times to farm and when are good times to trade? Like how do you identify that?
If there wasn't... Well, I think I outlined most of them, but...
But I guess kind of just like a general
Like, I mean, this is one of the most blaring instances. I mean, I spent like 5 minutes going over this one.
Yeah.
Like, this is farm over trade, and then also in the earlier
For
lane.
sure, yeah.
Right, like this. When you guys trade, just because Vi wants to be an idiot and jump off a bridge doesn't mean that you follow her. Like, just let her give you her target and stacks and let the lane shove into you. I mean, get the level 2, and after you get the level 2, zone her and then let it shove into you, but then you go on Nami instead of Vayne. But like, Nami doesn't actually do anything in the earlier levels. She's like a babysit support when her AD carries all her shit in the early levels. Now, if she's accompanied with like a Caitlyn or something, that's different. Then she's like really potent. But Vayne is like crippled, and then also you have a giant lead. So there's numerous instances throughout all of this that you can see. Even like here, I think, right? Yeah, like you tried going for a trade again, but you could just get the CS, and then it opens up opportunity to get the ward. And now like you have like 15 in-game seconds that you could have gotten a ward trinket down and tri-brush and just shut down gank opportunity against you, and you didn't do it. And so because you don't do it, Lee Sin's gonna come. And this is really obvious. All of a sudden, Nami starts like moving into you or something, right? Like it doesn't make any sense. Vayne can't follow up on that Aqua Prison. Nothing can really come of it, right? So it's just like reading into them psychologically. And then she starts to move, and so does Vayne. Like, this is obvious Lee Sin's here. And you can just see that from their movements 30 seconds into the past. That, like, either he's coming or, well, not 30 seconds, but you know what I mean. And then I think you flashed right there, but you didn't need to actually flash. So there was a mechanical error. Even though you come out so far ahead, it doesn't matter. It doesn't...
Yeah, it's only because
right.
they're terrible.
So, well... Okay. That's all that.
I guess I had a question. Like, I'm assuming that pro players have, like, for laning, they have a really good understanding of how, like, minion aggro works.
Yeah.
And how they've added, I guess they've added, like, the indicators. Is there a way to, or a good way to get a better understanding of, like, how it works?
There's a wiki, I believe, on minion aggro. Otherwise, it's just take tons of experience from knowing how it works. And also, no, not every pro player knows how minion aggro works. That's not a true statement, because I've coached extremely high-level players on how it works, and it's like, yeah.
So
it's just experience. It's learning why they act the way that they do, and then putting it to the test a lot.
Okay, so there's no like tricks or like special spots you can stand or whatever to avoid it, or
there is tricks to manipulate it, and there is like there's things that you can do to manipulate it, but that would take a lot of time to go over in itself. Like that's something that I would make like a lesson video on. I wouldn't coach. I mean, I can coach it to someone, but like it's kind of like the infamous toys technique thing. You know, like I'm not gonna actually take the time to break that down in a coaching session, because it would eat up the entire session.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
do we have you made like a video on the toys technique, or
no, and I won't.
Okay.
Or at least not anytime in the near future. So.
All right.
But yeah. Okay. Anything else that you come up with? This VOD will be on Twitch, and it'll probably go on YouTube as well. If you watch it again and you come up with weird or new questions, or like something weird that you didn't think of initially, then just feel free to ask me.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Later.
Bye.